Hey my great Spideys, welcome to my channel. In this channel, we learn web and software development from scratch to advance. So stay tuned with me and do subscribe this channel for regular updates. Let's begin with our video. In this video, we will learn about HTML5. HTML5 being basic web development tool to understand the structure of web and to structure our web page. Before learning HTML5, we need to understand what DOM is. DOM stands for Document Object Model. When a browser sends a request to a server to fetch an HTML document, the server returns an HTML page. It's in the format of binary stream, which is basically a text file with a response header. In web development, when we try to fetch anything from server, we need a header. Header is an additional property to the API call, which consists of content type. So in this way, the browser will get to know that this is an HTML document with a encoded format of UTF-8. In this way, the browser can convert the binary format into a readable text file. And in the same way, an HTML5 is being translated from a binary to a readable text file for humans. Now implement HTML document. As you probably already know that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is used in web document. So it is not a programming language but rather a language that identifies the meaning, purpose and structure of text within a document. Let's initialize our first HTML file to our project and then we will know how to initialize the HTML file. HTML file extension starts with .htm or .html and now hit enter, and now we have successfully initialized our first HTML file. Now we have to write the HTML structure to begin with. As I am working in IDE, so I will use exclamation mark plus enter, so it will provide us the HTML structure to go with. As you can see, there might be some tags that would be familiar or non-familiar to you. Let's first talk about these tags one by one. Our first tag is doc type. Doc type defines the document type. It will tell the browser what type of document we are reading. So in this case, we have HTML. And all HTML documents must start with doc type declaration. The declaration is not an HTML tag. It is an information to the browser about what document type to accept. In HTML5, the declaration is simple, just doc type HTML. But in the previous versions of HTML, we need to define a long string with public with public and to a string of w3 // dtt html and the version name. So this was a bit complicated to initialize for every project. So in HTML5, we do have a simple tag which is named as doc type HTML. Now we have HTML tag. It is the root tag for HTML document that represents a HTML document with an attribute of lang. So it will suggest the browser to translate this page into an English language. So it is just a container for all the other HTML elements except doc type. Our next tag is head tag. Head tags element is a container of metadata and is placed between HTML and body tag. Meta tag is a data about the HTML document. Metadata is not displayed basically throughout the document, HTML document. Metadata typically defines the document title, character set, styles, scripts, and other meta information. As you can see from the code that we have character set, which tells the browser to encode in which type, and we have name of viewport. Viewport is basically is for responsiveness, so it is being controlled by different screen sizes. I will show you this viewport working in our HTML implementation. Now we have title tag inside the header. This head tag also contains many other tags like title tag, style tag, link tag, meta tag, and script tag. Let me show you this link tag. Link tag is used for connecting our CSS file to our HTML document, and script file is used for connecting our JavaScript file. As we will be going through all the web development tools, so in the coming videos I will show you how we can use CSS and JavaScript to our HTML documents. Now let's talk about body tag. Body tag defines the document's body. It contains all the HTML document such as heading, paragraph, images, hyperlink, tables, list, etc. Body is a global attributes in HTML. Body also supports the event attributes in HTML. Now for example, let's add a background image to a document from our body tag. For it, let's initialize one heading tag. Either you can initialize a heading tag with caps H or lowercase h. Let me show you. In both cases, it will work same. As we can save it. And now let's run this with live server. For those who don't know what live server is, in the Visual Studio, go to the App Center and here you can search for live server. And after searching live server, on the first link, which is by Eric with Tech, so you will install this extension and you are ready to go. It will provide you the option to run your program with live server. Now hit that live server and you can see that both the tags are similar because we can use the HTML tags with caps or with lower cases. Now let's remove this, and now we will introduce you with the paragraph tag. In every documentation there are paragraphs that we have. So for those paragraphs we implement it using a paragraph tag. So this is a paragraph. So let me implement one another paragraph to it. So now as you can see, the paragraph that you have written at the top is also having some gap between a heading and another text. So this is very helpful in writing the documentation. Now let's remove one of them, and now in another paragraph tag, as we will introduce you with an anchor tag. So anchor tags are very useful in providing the link or clickable links to redirecting another pages. Like I will be providing here http google.com. So href is a attribute that will help our anchor tag to tell that where it has to redirect. So it is a reference, hyperlink reference attribute. So search from Google, we will type here, and as you can see in our HTML page, there you can see a clickable link will be produced using that anchor tag. Oh, sorry for the search. It's Dirge. It's okay. Now, if I click on this, so it will redirect me to another page of Google. But have you noticed that our page has to just disappear while clicking on this? So in the web development, it is not a good practice to make page reload and redirect to another website from yours. So this is not appropriate in the business logics. So for that, we can use here a blank. So this will do what? It will be redirecting to a website, but in another tag. Our user will be there in our website as it is. The website will not load, and we are able to open our redirect page to our another tab. So, as a web developer, this is being a good practice to perform. Now, let's add one style tag here. So style tag can be written anywhere, either from another file, creating the another file, or from inline or within the same heading with a style tag. Let's add background color to our HTML page. Okay, let's for simplicity, we will be using red. So you will see that this doesn't change because as you can see this doesn't change to red because we are not supposed to provide colors in the string format. We just have to write red and it will take this color as it is. So as you can see now we are able to change this background color to red. So we are very familiar that how to use style tags here and how our HTML page is structured and how it is written. Now, as we have learned about HTML and how HTML tags are being used to initialize our first HTML document, now let's implement our first HTML doc type in our Notepad. So, it is not a good practice for implementing our HTML to a Notepad, but as being HTML not being a programming language, we can do it very easily as we just need a browser to execute all these things. So here I am implementing our HTML page. So for this I will be using the title our first HTML. Now after this the body tag will work. So we have to just remember in HTML that the structure that HTML follows we have to write in that way only. Otherwise the output would not be desirable as we wanted. So here we have our body tag initialized with an header. So header is being initialized. Initialized. Okay. Now we will be implementing a paragraph here. Like this is my first Notepad HTML implementation. Great. Now, as we have to store this file in .html or .stm manner. As I have already told you, the extension for HTML is .html or stm. So first .html. So we are saving it in our desktop only. So As you can see, this Notepad file is converted into a browser type. As you can see, we have implemented and created our first HTML page from our Notepad. Though it was using some basic tags like h1 and paragraph, but it was very easy to understand the structure of document because it is very simple, and hopefully you would be knowing that how to structure an HTML program and what these main tags do in an HTML language. But as our browsers needs to understand this document in order to present it to you in an intelligent and meaningful way, so we use these HTML tags to identify the different pieces of the document. Though it is a very simple project which was easy to understand for us and to our browser, but as you may have seen some complex web pages which are present live to our internet, so those pages need well structured HTML page with regard to CSS and JavaScript for action performing. Hope you all would have understood the basic concept about HTML from your web shooters. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Signing off, and do subscribe my video and like it for more such contents. Thank you my Spideys, and have a great day.